Hello. So, following my last video of my first win in street stock, this is a rather more chastening video. This is another second split of it in street stock at Charlotte, which is a very, very different track, as I'm sure you know, to USA International. At Charlotte you can keep your foot in, flat out, 100% of the lap. It is all about your line being efficient and your racecraft. And fair to say that I've been brought crashing down, having thought that I was a little bit special at oval racing. I mean, it is rookie, so things are already getting a little bit interesting with our old friend Elijah here, making some interesting moves on the pace lap. Yeah, as I'm sure he is not meant to be there, almost clips me there. Going to change into far chase, the classic camera.
Good luck, everyone.
As the pace car goes. So I'm sat in what appears to be, well, Elijah actually peels off. I believe he will have been backfired. Oh, and somebody's just blinked into existence there, so I'm in 8th position. I'm feeling pretty good about trying to get a move done on Adrian out here, but my run falters somewhat, but I have the inside line. It all looks to be going fairly well. He hits the wall, and I have the line. Place moved up until it gets a little bit loose, very loose actually, and Adrian gets a pace back, hits the wall again, but that doesn't matter. And here comes a wild Travis, and it makes us 3 wide. He's a little bit loose there. That was certainly optimistic, but you had the right to do that. Now we also have Rebecca Leto coming up the back here, and she moves to the inside. I realise rather unfortunately that we're going 3 wide here. I don't want any of that in rookies and back out, end up 3 wide again. And then end up 3 wide again. So this is going extremely badly. And I am second to last, 12th position, with just Justin behind me. It really does show that when it's flat out, just one little mistake like that, one little wobble, and you can find yourself at the back of the pack very quickly. But still in the train, so perfectly happy with this. Maybe feeling a little bit nervous here because I do normally drive better than this. I'm better than this in practice, but isn't everyone? Yeah, Adrian again hits the wall.
Come on, 4.
And then it all just goes a bit wrong. And I suffer some kind of brain attack and hit the wall. So let's get on board with me and try and figure out what would cause such a spectacular misjudgment. Okay, so there's a little bit of maybe contact ahead there between Aidan and is that Adrian? No, I think it might be Alex. And he gets on the radio about it. So now I'm suddenly bearing down on the back of Aidan's car. He's a little bit loose, that's fine. And yeah, I take avoiding action, but we're flat out here. I'm just going to actually bring up my inputs here, and I do hit the brake. It's kind of interesting here. When played at full speed, you can see that this happens. I start to back out.
Come on.
Realise that's not going to be enough. Hit the brake. Don't have enough turning power. Cloud the wall. Far from ideal. And now I have a real problem. As I am 1.5, 1.6 seconds all the time, and I'm out of the draft practically. And I think everybody else this drafting from each other. They're getting the benefit of the more skilled drivers in this split. So this is really bad, and my head's starting to drop a little bit here. Yeah, so we can see already that I'm just losing 2.9.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 51 Celsius.
Thanks, crew chief. I'm just going to turn. Yeah, crew chief loves to just interject during replays like that. So yeah, 3.5 seconds behind, and I'm thinking this is going to be a very lonely race. I mean, but I do realise that there's a bit of a battle developing ahead. But even so, with no draft, I'm really struggling, and I think I'm going to drop 4 seconds off the pack here. No, something happens here. Something happens that sort of gets me back in the race, and I'm just going to bring that up. And I think that what happens starts right at the front of the pack.
Pushing these cars, 13.
Well, not right at the front of the pack, but a third place car, Rebecca, gets shunted, and that just slows everybody down. So we're on board with Justin here. He obviously has his eyes ahead, just knocks into the number 12 car, and then Adrian gives him a massive whack from behind. Obviously hasn't seen that developing. So if we go back with me, oops, I'm very fortunately back within a second of Adrian. Then back within half a second. The draft is so powerful around Charlotte. It's worth, 3 or 4 tenths a lap. And I mean, Adrian might have aerodynamic damage. So scrapping for the last places on the lead lap, it is me, Justin, and Adrian. Obviously getting a bit overexcited as the car begins to slide a bit. And after feeling utter despair at the start, I'm alongside someone. Get a little bit excited and go on the apron, realise that you are not allowed to overtake there, and come back on. So I'm a little bit stumped here. I don't want to go 3 wide again, so what can I do? So I'm trying to follow Adrian around, and then I'm just kind of ploughing my own furrow, and then back in behind Justin, seeing if I can get round. He does let me have the space. He doesn't have to there. I'm not alongside. So I'm going to fast forward this. Managed to get alongside, going onto the main straight, and then the run is just managed to get a good enough run that I believe that I am. Yeah, I managed to fully clear him, and that is an on-track overtake. So it's a pretty disastrous race so far, but an overtake, it's not all bad. And now the famous slipstream around Charlotte. We're both getting onto the back of Adrian. Try to go alongside. This will become a bit of a theme. I mean, I give him way too much space. You need to give space, but you don't need to give that much space. He's obviously a capable driver, and that's over the top really. But there is something going on up ahead, so I back right off. Facundo, thank you very much, holding your brakes. But that does let Justin back through. So back to maybe not square one, but square two. Got 5 laps to try and make something here. So I'm sort of resolving here not to be last. There's no threat from anyone behind, so what have we got to lose? I think it's around this point that I begin to really, really enjoy this race. I'm not sure what Justin was trying there, whether he was trying to get the run on Adrian, but I'll take that position, thank you very much. And now I'm wondering, can I get 2 in 1? The draft is that powerful. But I get a little bit excited and just go too wide. It was definitely on, but a lack of talent meant that I did not manage to get 2 positions there. But I still have a run here. I thought that Adrian was coming up, and he does just get a little loose there. I mean, it's rookies. We're all a little loose sometimes. That's fine. The added complication of Facundo coming back on track here. I thought that that might spook Adrian a little bit, but no, he's just too strong a driver. Now this is great. I really enjoyed this. A lot of the time, oh, that's pretty poor for me. I drift and I apologise hurriedly, as if I've just stood on someone's foot on the bus or something. But yeah, this is great. Decent bravery, full respect given. We're now coming up also on Alex, who is a lap down, and Justin's not gone away. He's still there, and he manages to get alongside me here. I mean, I don't know if he's got damage because he's not really attacking. And then there's a lot of also nears going on here. I'm inches away from being able to chop across Adrian there, but he's never not alongside me. My spotter never gives me the all clear to come down low. But yeah, we're running lap after lap completely alongside each other, which is great. And Alex just looks too fast. We're not taking the ideal line, and I nudge him again. That's pretty poor.
My bad again. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, what happens here? So from my perspective, yeah, I'm right behind him thinking, how close can I get? That close. I think that was possibly my opportunity.
My bad again. Sorry. Let you go.
And I decide that the honourable thing is to let him have a couple of tenths. Because I did knock him a bit there, and any harder and I could have wiped him out, which would have felt really bad because this was a really good race. I mean, I didn't mean to let him go that far ahead. I think at this point I'm Justin's dropped back and behind Facundo, who's a lap down, and I'm happy to let this race play out to its conclusion. So this is the final lap. I'm hoping for one last mistake, but it doesn't come. We cross the line, some 14 seconds behind the leader, so about half a lap. Well, less than half a lap. Less than a tenth away. That was a highly enjoyable race.
Great.
And I hope you enjoyed watching it. 16 seconds, so just under half a lap. So yeah, a great race then. I thought it was going to be a difficult one, and it was, but it was good. It was good fun. Only 22 iRacing lost. And probably a lifelong fear of Charlotte Motor Speedway instilled. Anyway, that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.